Yo, old Sheriff J, Lonely Creep. What's up, dudes? See if we're live over on YouTube. We are coming through clear, coming through good. I should have super internet now. What's up, Lonely Creep? Sheriff. Got home a bit ago eating an ass. You're eating ass. A green ass. Am I reading that right? Green ass. EMPT, I see you in the YouTube chat. Let's get YouTube over here. YouTube's gonna start popping up. There we go. Let's see if YouTube pops off today. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because I'm not lagging. Am I lagging on?
You're lagging a bit on the short stream.
Right. I think that it's just YouTube. Seriously, because it's like it always happens. It's just YouTube. Like I think YouTube lags.
It could be do you have it like super live? Like what's your settings? Do you have it the most up to date it can be?
Yeah, dude, everything is good. I'm like a smooth fucking 10,000 bit rate, like going up. It is yeah, it's just YouTube. It just lags. It's YouTube lagging. It's on their end.
I mean, do you have a delay, or do you have it?
I don't have a delay. No, it's like normal. I think it's yeah, it's fine, bro. It'll be fine. It'll level out eventually. It does this every single stream.
Okay,
yeah, it's doing it every single time. I appreciate you looking out though.
Hi.
Yeah. Hopefully it stops. It's just YouTube. It lags. Maybe it's there. Like I have it set to low latency, not ultra low. I just have it on low. So, but hopefully, yeah, it stops lagging so much. It does this at first. I don't know. I think it's a shorts thing. So we just have to give it a sec. I think after a while, it kind of like balances out. That's so loud. There we go. Let's just put it down to there. All right, I need to move YouTube chat over so I can see you guys easier. You guys are starting to flow in. Where do I pop this out? Pop out chat. There it is. Sick. Mar-a-Lago. So we're going to see what he has to say. He speaks for about 30 minutes. So we're going to hear out Trump, see everything he has to say. And I have a bunch of other wacky ass things that we're going to talk about. And I came up with a name for our like podcast or whatever it is that we're doing here, this live stream thing that we're doing where we're talking about stuff. And it wasn't me that came up with it. It was the least likely little fucking hobbit to come up with it. Right? Little unlikely little hobbit creature came forward. I need to be brighter, I think. Let's bring the lights up. There we go. That looks a little better, yeah? And it was Jimmy. Jimmy just shit out an idea. And he's like, and then I heard it and I was like, I really like that idea. It just like it tickled me in the right way, right at first. And I was like, I like this idea for what we want to call this show. Right? When we do all the politics stuff. And he calls it in other news. That's it. Just in other news. Because I say that a lot when I was doing the videos. He's editing my video and I say, in other news, when I go to the next segment. And he's just like, what if you just call it that? And I was like, I like that. I sat on it overnight, Thought about it last night. Today, it still feels good. So we're calling it In Other News. If we come up with a better idea, we'll change it. But I think that's the name. And in fact, I think we're calling it In Other News with Stan Price. That was my addition. In Other News with Stan Price. I kind of like that. It sounds cool. You look fabulous as always. Thank you very much. You know, got to be YouTube ready at all times. Yeah, before I was a content creator, I didn't do my fucking hair every day. I would just shave my goddamn head. And in fact, I think I should shave my head live. We should do a thing where, like, if we get, I'm not doing it today, but I would like to get to a thing like if we'll have some sort of goal, you know, X amount of viewers or something like that. And like, I'll shave my head or something. Or I did this thing on Twitch one time. Every time somebody did a sub, I would let them pick a spot on my head that I would shave, and I would just shave like a spot until eventually I got enough subs to where I looked like a fucking cancer patient. It was hilarious. We could do that again. I think YouTube would love that. Like we do like, okay, if you do $5 or whatever, you pick a spot on the head that you want me to shave off, right? And you know, just shave my fucking head. It's smoothed out. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's something on YouTube's end. It was driving me crazy. I was looking at all my stuff, and then my chat was just saying it's YouTube. So I don't know. Yep, there's Brittany walking around. They could see you, Brittany, walking around everywhere. All right, we ready to do this? I think we're ready. Are we ready? Should we start? I don't know. Like, I've only been live 9 minutes. I like to talk to everybody before we get too crazy into it. Intentionally Inflammatory is in the Twitch chat. Fifth Lineage hanging out with us in the chat. Sheriff J says, yo, Stan, can you see my message? I can see your message, yeah. Let me scroll up. Did I miss something from before? Nope. Yeah, I can see your message. Looking like a cancer patient. Hilarious. Yeah, that's 100% what I think. That'd just be a funny ass stream, right? Like every time someone subs on Twitch or whatever, I'll just shave a patch of hair off my head, and they could pick where it goes, like whichever spot you want, bro. I'm gonna shave it all off anyways. If you ever hit 5K viewers, you shave, because then everyone's gonna be waiting around to see you hit 5,000 views to shave or something like that. Yeah, maybe I could do the beard. All right, I'll shave my beard when I get buff, and when I get buff is when I start lifting weights. When I start lifting weights is, I don't know, dude. Fucking never, I guess. Pop Stamus, my stream, every time somebody asks if I can see their message, I reply, yeah, I could see it. And they're like, hey, I got some art to sell. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I know that guy. I've seen his name before. So, you know, but I get it. Yeah, there's a lot of the... You pop a thumbamus. Yeah, I'd look like a big old giant thumb. So what is on the stream schedule today? I have a pretty cool schedule for today. So we have this Trump stream that we're going to check out. I'm just kind of letting it play out for right now while we hang out. I'm going to start in maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I think we're going to get started quick, but Trump do be live. And I don't want to miss that. We're in the midst of a 7-inch snowstorm. Where are you at again? It's snowing a bit here in Colorado. Not too crazy though. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Let's see. We have, is Jimmy moving it all up? He is sick. Yeah, we have, Trump stream, head of, Social Security fired. Where's the title for this one? This one's missing its title. Elon Musk, assassination, influencer calls to assassinate Elon Musk. Russian MMA, it's a 2 versus 10 fight in Russia MMA. We're going to check that out. There's, the plane crash. I want to talk about that. And then there's this thing from Kevin O'Leary. He's saying that Doge is not firing enough people. We have a little SNL skit thing to cover, and there was this ICE minivan that was set on fire. After that, we're going to be playing Avowed. Let me take a look and see if that's even ready to go. Yeah, it's ready. We could play this. So I'm going to play Avowed. I might as well update it. And we'll check this game out, see what it's all about. It's supposed to be kind of like Skyrim. So let's check it out. It was made by the guys that made Fallout New Vegas, and they made their own Skyrim-esque type game called Avowed, and it's on Game Pass. out today. What? It's on Game Pass. Like, you could buy it on other things for $70. Yeah. You keep canceling your Game Pass? You can just use mine. Use my Game Pass. Log into mine. You heard they're suing Trump and Elon? Yeah. Yep. They're trying to get in the way. They're trying to get in the damn way of Trump and Elon. I don't think they're going to do it. Trump and Elon are too united, bro. No, not the beard. I wouldn't, there's no deleting the beard. We're keeping the beard. Some lady that was on the Delta flight that landed upside down said, we were hanging like a bunch of bats in a cave, and it sent chocolate milk out my nose. I was not prepared for comedy in that article. Dude, that's awesome. Is that on video? Stan, you are a funny motherfucker. Thank you for your channel. You're welcome, man. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. All right. Are we good? Let's see. Can I get some, like a tasty beverage? Can I get like a LaCroix? Yeah, what do you guys think of the name for the new show? In other news, that's what we call this. In other news, with Stan Price. The flipping of the plane is on video, but the quote unfortunately was off camera. As far as I know. Oh shit. Okay, we're hanging upside down like bats. What's up, Knox Rocks? I see you in the chat. All right. Once I get my tasty beverage. Oh, I have two of them. We shall start. I have two tasty Stan news. Yep. In other news with Stanley. How about that? And in other news, Jimmy, what do you think of that? In other news with Stanley.
Hey, if it floats your goat, it floats mine. That's what I would say.
No, that's not an opinion. Don't sell out in front of everybody. Don't cop out in front of everybody. Come on, what's your opinion?
I think in other news with Stan Price is honestly the stronger of the two, because it's like putting a name behind it. It's like what would you rather have? Would you rather have like some off-brand metal cup, or would you rather have a fucking Stanley? You know what I mean?
Not
because it's named after you or anything.
I want a Green Bay Packers coffee mug. He doesn't know what to say to that.
Which brand?
Are you like Philip DeFranco? Yeah, I'm not Philip DeFranco. I'm Philip DeFucko. That's me. Yeah, we're gonna be like Philip DeFranco, but the righty version. Is anybody even doing that? Who's the righty Twitch version, streamer version of Philip DeFucko? I like Philip DeFucko. I watch his shit all the time. I don't agree with a lot of his perspectives on things sometimes, but I think that he's like, for a lefty, he seems to be pretty fair. You know, he seems to try really hard to be fair and try and like get to the truth. Asmongold, yeah, Asmongold is definitely the model, because I like how he does everything live. It's so much easier, and then the editors just edit everything. I'm a YouTuber. I can afford editors, bro. I'll just go live. You know what I'm saying? Let's go live and we do it all. Hassan Parker. Yeah. I'm kind of like I'm trying to be like, my take on this, bro, is just trying to be logical on things. And not really, I don't really have like a side. I will say I'm righty. I'm definitely righty, but, I don't know, man. I'm not trying, I don't try to tell anyone what to think. That's the thing. I don't want to tell anyone to think. I'm just trying to make sense of things. I'm like the righty perspective, so I think lefties even want to watch, bro, just to see the righty perspective. If someone's not being an asshole, because I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole to the lefties. It's easy to, if this is the time to do it, we won, but no, not what I'm trying to do. Thanks. Yeah. I got my dogs roaming around. They being little fuckos fucking around. All right. Do you like the BBC? Big black ones? Not my favorite. It's not my favorite to watch the big black ones, but I will if the chick's hot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes they hot enough. It's like, oh, whatever, big black one. But it's not my favorite. Is that what you're asking? Or are you asking about the news organization? Do you play Fortnite? No, not really. I tried. I opened it up the other day. Opened it and I like got into a game and then I instantly said, fuck this, and turned it off. I feel like the majority of folks are served already from what I've seen. You know, I used to think that, but there's a lot of lefty, you know, they're all over the place. I would say, you know, it feels that way sometimes, but I'm not so sure anymore. I don't know. You have Switch? Oh, yeah, I got a Switch. I don't play it often, but I got one. Should we get into this? Let's do Trump news. Let's go. Let's start this. All right, so this is Daddy Trump live again. Here we go. Here we go. He's in Mar-a-Lago. Trump live in Mar-a-Lago. He has some executive orders. I have no clue what he's about to talk about.
I want to thank some of the great people from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. They're here to take photographs, and it's my honor to do so. Also, the fire department, the great firefighters. So they're here throughout the room, and I want to thank you very much for being here. I'll be with you in a little while. We'll do some great photos. We have plenty of time. Policemen, policewomen, and firemen, firewomen, they're here, and we appreciate it very much. You've done a fantastic job. I think it's very important to state that incredible things are happening in our country. I think we've made more progress in 3 weeks than they've made in 4 years, especially with respect to the reputation of our country. And people are respecting us again as a country and as a powerful country, and maybe a smart country, but maybe not so smart, because when you look at some of the waste, fraud, and abuse that's being uncovered by Doge, and the people at Doge, these are young, often young, but super brilliant people, incredible computer scientists and other things, and they're finding levels of fraud and waste and abuse.
Using AI to find it.
Like, I think
crazy.
Nobody ever thought possible. But before we do that, I just want to ask Will to come over. I've just finished signing some executive orders, and if we could start with that, Will, you might want to come up here and just explain what we did. Thank you.
Good afternoon, y'all. A short while ago, President Trump signed three items. The first is an executive order relating to the affordability and availability of in vitro fertilization and other fertility treatments. These are treatments that have become unaffordable for many Americans, or have been unaffordable for many Americans. And the executive order is a directive to the Domestic Policy Council to examine ways to make IVF and other fertility treatments more affordable for more Americans. The second item that we signed was a presidential memorandum imposing radical transparency requirements on government departments and agencies, in keeping with President Trump and the administration's broader commitment to governmental transparency. What this presidential memorandum would do is require, as waste, fraud, and abuse is uncovered, as programs are canceled, and ultimately as taxpayer dollars are saved, this presidential memorandum would require departments and agencies to make all of the details of that freely available to the public. Lastly, we have another executive order that President Trump signed relating to independent agencies. This executive order would establish important oversight functions in the Office of Management and Budget and its subsidiary office, OIRA, supervising independent agencies and many of their actions, and also reestablishes the longstanding norm that only the President or the Attorney General can speak for the United States when stating an opinion as to what the law is.
Thank you very much, Will. That was the primary purpose of this conference, to explain that they're all very important in their own way. Fertilization, I've been saying that we're going to do what we have to do, and I think the women and families, husbands, are very appreciative of it. But that was it. I do want to say while I'm up here, I've been contacted by some of the biggest companies in the world, and because of what we're doing economically and through tariffs and taxes and incentives, they want to come back into the United States. And we'll be announcing various very large companies, the biggest actually, And they'll
Some
be
would say
coming
the
back,
very
having
biggest.
to do with chips and having to do also with cars and lots of other things. We're going to be announcing some very, very big, momentous decisions are being made by companies all around the world, the biggest, and they want to come back into the U.S. Car plants are being canceled in other locations now because they want to build them here. And you read about a couple, not that I want to mention names or anything, but you read about a couple of big ones in Mexico just got canceled because they're going to be building them in the United States. And that's very simply because of what we're doing with respect to taxes, tariffs, and incentives. And I think it's a very important thing. And you'll be seeing this over the next, probably over the next 2 years, to be honest. But you're going to see a lot of it over the next couple of weeks. A lot of big ones are going to be announcing. And so while we're here, I guess we can take a couple of quick questions.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Questions time.
Mr. President, have you decided specifically what the auto tariff rate should be?
Yeah, I probably will tell you that on April 2nd, but it'll be in the neighborhood of 25%.
What about semiconductors and pharmaceuticals?
It'll be 25% and higher, and it'll go very substantially higher over a course of a year. But we want to give them time to come in because, as you know, when they come into the United States and they have their plant or factory here, there is no tariff. So we want to give them a little bit of a chance. Yes, thank you.
Following up on that, the EU, I'm sorry, Andrea Shalal, the EU representative is going to be here in Washington next week. I'm sorry, tomorrow. He's going to be meeting with Hassett and Greer and Letnick. What can the EU do to sort of avoid the reciprocal tariffs that you've talked about? And, you know, you've talked a lot about the VAT. Do you expect them to reduce that?
Well, they did already, as I understand it, reduce their car tariff all the way down to what we have. And a lot of that will take place, and I think some won't do it and some will do it. But the EU had a 10% tax on cars, and now they have a 2.5% tax, which is the exact same as us. So already we've saved a tremendous amount. That would be great. If everybody would do that, then we'd all be on the same playing field. Because essentially what we're doing with the tariffs is, you know, they charge us, we charge them, same amount. And it's called reciprocal, actually. And whatever they charge us, we're charging them. And so the EU is...
Actually.
I appreciate that they did this, but, you know, the EU has been very unfair to us. We have a deficit of $350 billion. They don't take our cars. They don't take our farm products. They don't take almost anything. They take very little. And we're going to have to straighten that out. And we will. I have no doubt about it. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Could you tell us a little bit more about the Russia talks, your impression of how they went today, and if you're perhaps more confident or less confident of a deal after what happened today?
Well, much more confident. They were very good. Russia wants to do something. They want to stop the savage barbarianism. I mean, what's going on over there? It's soldiers are being killed by the thousands on a weekly basis. It's ridiculous. And they're not American soldiers. They're Russian soldiers, and they're Ukrainian soldiers largely, although a lot of Koreans have been killed, as you know. Quite a bit of them have been killed. They came over to fight, and a large portion have been wiped out. But we want to end it. It's a senseless war. It should have never happened, would have never happened if I was president. And it's a shame to see it. And
He
I
says
see
that
pictures
every
that you don't
time.
see, but I see pictures of fields that look just horrible. It looks like Gettysburg. If you see the old pictures of Gettysburg, it's soldiers lying all over the field, body parts all over the field. They're all dead. And this is going on a daily basis. It's a horrible thing. Both Russia and Ukraine, they're losing thousands and thousands of soldiers. And a lot of people have been killed, too. I think that's one of the things that you'll see historically, and you'll see later on as it goes along. I think people are going to be surprised at how many people, not only soldiers, have been killed in Ukraine. A lot more people than you think. Yeah, please.
President Trump, as part of a peace deal with Putin, would you be willing to consider removing all American troops from Europe?
Well, nobody's asked me to do that, so I don't think we'd have to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. But that question's never really come up. Yeah. Please.
Sir, do you support stationing European peacekeeping troops in Ukraine as part of this peace deal?
If they want to do that, that's great. I'm all for it. If they want to do that, I think that'd be fine.
Even if the Russians are
I mean, I know France has mentioned it. Others have mentioned it. UK has mentioned it, but if we have a peace deal, I think having troops over there from the standpoint of Europe, we won't have to put any over there because, we're very far away. But having troops over there would be fine. I would not object to it at all. We're talking about this now, peace. We have either a ceasefire or a peace itself, and we're looking to do both.
We'll see what Ukraine chooses, man. Ball's in their court at this point.
If they want to do that. I know France was willing to do that, and I thought that was a beautiful gesture. Yeah, please.
Do you have any message for Ukrainians who, after 3 years of fighting, might feel betrayed or disappointed at not having a seat at these initial talks in Saudi Arabia?
Well, I think I'm really disappointed in what's happened. I've been watching this for 3 years. It's a war that would have never happened if I was president, and I've been watching these people being killed at levels that you've rarely seen, not even close, since the Second World War.
Crazy.
And I'm very disappointed. I hear that, they're upset about not having a seat. Well, they've had a seat for 3 years and a long time before that. This could have been settled very easily. Just a half-baked negotiator could have settled this years ago without the loss of much land, very little land, without the loss of any lives, and without the loss of cities that are just laying on their sides. You have those magnificent golden domes that are shattered, will never be replaced. You can't replace them. 1,000-year-old domes that are so beautiful. You can't replace that. The whole civilization has changed because of what. So when they're worried about not being seated, you mean somebody that should have gone in and made a deal a long time ago. You could have made a deal. This is one that could have made a deal. There was no talk of this during the Trump administration. Putin would have never, ever done it. And by the way, we wouldn't have had October 7th. You know that. We wouldn't have had October 7th either in Israel. And we wouldn't have had that mess that's going on over there. It's like we have great fire people here. We're putting out fires. All over the world we're putting out fires. So that wouldn't have happened. And you know what else wouldn't have happened? Inflation. Because it was caused really by the cost of energy going through the roof because of their bad energy policies and also their spending, their terrible spending, wasteful spending on the Green New Scam. It's a scam. It's a whole big scam.
I love it when he says that.
Yes, sir.
Green New Scam.
What would it take for you to reconsider the restrictions on the Associated Press? And secondly, some of your advisors are concerned with the Associated Press's style guide, using language and giving guidance to not use words like illegal immigrant or to use phrases like gender affirming care. And they're concerned about that being an encroaching amount of liberalism in the way in which the press writes about things. Do you share those concerns?
Well, I do think that some of the phrases that they want to use are ridiculous, and I think, frankly, they become obsolete, especially in the last 3 weeks, because many things have happened in the last 3 weeks.
The world changed real quick. They could change back real quick, too, though. Keep that in mind.
They want to use certain phrases like that, and I guess some are okay, but many aren't. But the Associated Press just refuses to go with what the law is and what is taking place. It's called the Gulf of America now. It's not called the Gulf of Mexico any longer. I have the right to do it, just like we have the right to do Mount McKinley, and nobody's even challenging that. But only the essentially, it's primarily the Associated Press, and I don't know what they're doing, but I just say that we're going to keep them out until such time as they agree that it's the Gulf of America. We're very proud of this country, and we want it to be the Gulf of America.
Yes.
Now, the Associated Press, as you know, has been very, very wrong on the election, on Trump and the treatment of Trump and other things having to do with Trump and Republicans and conservatives. And they're doing us no favors, and I guess I'm not doing them any favors. That's the way life works. But, thank you for the question. Who are you with? Very good question. Thank you. Yes.
We're hearing that Russia wants to force Ukraine to hold new elections in order to sign any kind of a peace deal. Is that something that the U.S. would ever support?
Well, we have a situation where we haven't had elections in Ukraine, where we have martial law, or essentially martial law in Ukraine, where the leader in Ukraine, I hate to say it, but he's down at 4% approval rating.
Oh, shit.
And where a country has been blown to smithereens. You got most of the cities are laying on their sides. The buildings
Shots
are collapsing.
fired,
It looks
bro.
like a massive demolition site. The whole I mean, so many of the cities. I mean, they haven't done it in Kiev because I guess they don't want to shoot too many rockets in there. They've done it 20%, but they haven't done it 100%. If they wanted to do it 100%, it would probably happen very quickly. But you have cities that are absolutely decimated. And yeah, I would say that, when they want a seat at the table, you could say the people wouldn't the people of Ukraine have to say, like, it's been a long time since we've had an election. That's not a Russia thing. That's something coming from me and coming from many other countries also. Ukraine is being just wiped out. Look at what's happening to the cities. There are cities, there's not even a building standing. It's a massive, you talk about Gaza. I mean, it's literally, these cities look like Gaza. Actually, many have, percentage-wise, more buildings knocked down than in Gaza. So, people are tired of it. People want to see something happen. And, the other thing that it's been bothering me for a long time, because I solved the problem with NATO. They paid hundreds of billions of dollars.
That's true.
Into the funds of NATO when I said you got to pay, because the United States was paying for European countries, and then they take advantage of us on trade. But I've seen it. Look, they have to pay. They have to find out, where is the money going to? We have, I believe President Zelensky said last week that he doesn't know where half of the money is that we gave him. Well, we gave them, I believe, $350 billion, but let's say it's something less than that, but it's a lot. And we have to equalize with Europe, because Europe has given us given a very much smaller percentage than that. I think Europe has given $100 billion, and we've given, let's say, 300 plus, and it's more important for them than it is for us. We have an ocean in between, and they don't. But where is all the money that's been given? Where is it going? And I've never seen an accounting of it. We give hundreds of billions of dollars. I don't see any accounting. So I want to see peace. Look, you know why I want? Because I don't want all these people killed anymore. I'm looking at people that are being killed, and they're Russian and Ukrainian people, but they're people. Doesn't matter where they're from on the whole planet. And I think I have the power to end this war. And I think it's going very well. But today I heard, we weren't invited. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal. I could have made a deal for Ukraine that would have given them almost all of the land, everything, almost all of the land, and no people would have been killed, and no city would have been demolished, and not one dome would have been knocked down. But they chose not to do it that way. And President Biden, in all fairness, he doesn't have a clue. He was so bad for this. He was so bad, so pathetic, so sad.
Oh my God!
But with all of that being said, look, it is what it is. When I left, there was no chance that this could have happened, but it happened because we had incompetent leadership at many different levels. But when you see what's taken place in Ukraine, with millions of people killed, including the soldiers, millions of people killed, a big percentage of their cities knocked down to the ground. I don't know how anybody even lives there. When they say they took a poll and Zelensky's at 4%, who's living there? It's hard to believe that people live there. Their cities are being knocked down. And this is something that would have never happened. And
if
I
was president, never would happen.
It didn't happen. It was never going to happen. Go ahead.
He loves saying that.
How would you counter the perception, because Russia's pushing for this, obviously, they don't really hold true elections, that would be a capitulation of some sort? How would you guard against potentially Russia installing a puppet government? And then finally, how would that new election have an impact on getting Zelensky to sign the rare earth minerals deal?
Look, you have leadership, and I like him personally. He's fine. But I don't care about personally. I care about getting the job done. You have leadership now that's allowed a war to go on that should have never even happened, even without the United States. Look, we had a president who was grossly incompetent. He had no idea what he was doing. He said some very stupid things, like going in for portions and all of the things. He made a lot of bad statements, but he's grossly incompetent, and I think everyone knew that. This is something that should have never happened, would have never happened. And I used to discuss it with Putin. President Putin and I would talk about Ukraine, and it was the apple of his eye, I will tell you that. But there was never a chance of him going in. And I told him, you better not go in. Don't go in. Don't go in. And he understood that. He understood it fully. But I'm only interested, I want to see if I can save maybe millions of lives. This could even end up in a World War III. I mean, to be honest with you, you've been hearing now Europe is saying, well, I think we're going to go in and we're going to go. All of a sudden, you're going to end up in World War III over something that should have never happened. And, you know, it's a very sad situation. Yeah, please.
In a court filing, the White House said that Elon Musk is not a DOJ employee and has no authority to make decisions. Can you clarify for us today
well,
what
Elon
his
Musk,
exact role is there?
Yeah. Elon is, to me, a patriot. So, you know, you could call him an employee, you could call him a consultant, you could call him whatever you want.
I love
but he's
it.
a patriot. I mean,
It's a
look
good
at
answer.
the kind of things I just said. Just write it down, just in case that
That's such a
question
good
got
answer.
asked, right? And which I'm surprised it took so long, actually. But you know what? Ukraine's a bigger deal because people are dying by the thousands a week, thousands. But look at this, from 90 to 99, Social Security, 6,054,000 people. Well, that's okay. Maybe that's possible. You know, 90 to 99, maybe it's possible. It's a lot of people, though, at that. But people that live to 100 to 109, 4,734,000. Wow, that's a lot. That means over 100 years old. They're 4 million people.
That's crazy.
I don't know too many. I know people that are doing great in their 90s, but not too many people over 100. But over 120, from 120 years old, people that are 120 years old up to 129, 3,472,000 people. Wow. You know, that can't possibly be because the record is like, I think it's one person, a woman, lived to 127, but they have 3,472. Okay, but now we're going really in. People from 130 years old to 139-year-old, 3,936,000. Wow. I wonder if people are getting paid with all this. I mean, are these checks? And that's what we're checking right now. People from 140 years old to 149 years old, 3,542,000, 140 years old and beyond. Now we're really going because we're looking to break the record by 25 years. People from 150 years old to 159 years old, 1,345,000. These are in the, by the way, these are in the computer files. This is what they do well. They're super. I asked Elon, who are these Doge people? He said they're super brilliant computer people and they love the country. It's simple. Wait a minute. People from 160 years old to 169 years, 121,000. So 160-year-old people. 170 to 179,000, 6,087. But now, let's go into the real numbers. From 200 to 209 years old, 879 people. From 210 years old, I haven't met any of them. And if I did, I would bless them. I would worship the ground they walk on. 210 to 219 years, 866. From 220 years old to 229 years old, 1,039. And then you have two people. From 240 years old to 249 years old, one person. And there's one person that's 360 years old. That's just that. And then, where's the money being spent, right? Let's go into that for just a second.
So he's bringing out like the actual Doge reports.
$520 million.
That's crazy.
For a consultant on the environment. It's called Environmental, Social, and Governance. Investments in Africa and mobilize private sector resources. $520 million. Somebody got $520 million for an environmental, sounds like an environmental study. I've always been one that paid a lot of money for my environmental studies, but I paid like $50,000, not $520 million. $520 million for ESG. $25 million to promote biodiversity, conservation,
that's so much money,
and promote licit livelihoods by developing socially responsible behavior in the country of Colombia. Well, it's nice, $25 million to go into Colombia for something that nobody ever heard of. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. $40 million. $42 million for Johns Hopkins, great place, to research and drive social and behavior change in Uganda. $42 million. What about us? What about social change in our country? $70 million for a center at Purdue to research university-sourced, evidence-based solutions to developmental challenges. I mean, these are massive numbers on things that nobody ever heard about. $10 million for Mozambique voluntary medical male circumcisions. $10 million for circumcisions in another country. $9.7 million for UC Berkeley to develop a cohort of Cambodian youth with enterprise-driven skills. In other words, let's teach them something about enterprise. What about our people? Can't we teach them about enterprise?
Dude, people are mad about us finding out about this stuff.
Independent voices in Cambodia.
People are mad about us finding out about this.
To the Prague Civil
They're like the
Society
20%,
Center, which is
it's like a 28%. It's crazy. I can't believe people are mad about this.
That money came
you guys
back
are
to the people
insane that are mad about it.
$14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $486 million to the Consortium for Elections and Political Process Strengthening, including $22 million for inclusive and participatory political process in Moldova, and $21 million for voter turnout in India. Well, why are we giving $21 million to India? They got a lot of money. They're one of the highest taxing countries in the world in terms of us. We can hardly get in there because their tariffs are so high. I have a lot of respect for India. I have a lot of respect for the Prime Minister. He just left, as you know, 2 days ago. But we're giving $21 million for voter turnout.
Crazy.
It's voter turnout.
For someone else's country.
India.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What about, like, voter turnout here? Oh, we've done that, I guess. We did $500 million, didn't we? It's called the lockboxes. $20 million for fiscal federalism.
Dude, who's trying to talk? Shut up! Daddy's
Listen to
talking.
These numbers. This is all fraud. $19 million for biodiversity conservation in Nepal. $1.5 million for voter confidence. We want to give them confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali.
Oh, you just laying it all out there.
for inclusive democracies in South Africa. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well. They're doing a lot better than we do in the schools, aren't they? $2 million to develop sustainable recycling models to increase socioeconomic cohesion among marginalized communities in Kosovo and Eshkali and in Egypt. We're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. I could, by the way, I could read this all day long. I could go on all day long, and you'll see hundreds of billions of dollars, and we're doing it. But when I saw the Social Security numbers, I said, wow, that's really something. So we have, let's just go above 100 years old. We have millions and millions of people over 100 years old. Everybody knows that's not so. We have a very corrupt country, and it's a sad thing to say, but we're figuring it out. Now, the good thing about Social Security and what I read is if you take all of those numbers off, because they're obviously fraudulent or incompetent, but if you take all of those millions of people off Social Security, all of a sudden we have a very powerful Social Security with people that are 80 and 70 and 90, but not 200 years old. You know, so it's a very positive thing. How about over here?
Oh my God, that's so funny. Just cracks up.
Who resigned? I don't know. I mean, I resigned or got fired. I think got fired. You know, when you fire somebody, they always resign, and then they say, we resigned. But when you have numbers like that, I think really it's got fired.
Bro, he's talking so much shit today. I love it.
Who would keep them? How could you have numbers like this? Now, the big thing is, how many of these people got paid? Were they getting paid? Were they getting paid? How many of them were getting paid Social Security? Because if that's the case, it's a massive fraud. We'll have to call those great Palm Beach police into this situation, right? You guys would figure that out very quickly. But how many of them are being paid? I mean, maybe millions of them, but it's a total fraud. Also, a lot of illegal immigrants are in Social Security that shouldn't be there. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Damn, dude.
There was a big wave of probationary federal workers who were fired over the weekend. Some of these workers focused on nuclear weapon security were immediately rehired. Do you have any concerns about how these terminations have
No, not at all. I think we have to just do what we have to do. It's, you're going to, it's amazing what's been found right now. It's amazing. If we feel that in
we
some
get
cases,
4
they'll
more
fire
years
people
of
and then
this.
they'll put some people back, not all of them, because a lot of people were let go. Don't forget, I got elected on the basis of making our government stronger and smaller, because we have millions of people that obviously they're paying millions of people that shouldn't be paid. And that has also to do with workers. Yeah, please. No, go ahead. Axios, New York Times.
Sorry. Mr. President, given your concerns about corruption, you said that if there were any conflicts of interest with Elon Musk, you wouldn't let him anywhere near it.
That's right.
Doge and SpaceX employees are now working directly at the Federal Aviation Administration and the Defense Department, agencies that have billions of dollars in contracts with Musk's companies or that directly regulate his companies. How is that not a conflict of interest?
Well, I mean, I'm just hearing about it, and if there is, and he told me before I told him, but obviously I will not let there be any conflict of interest. He's done an amazing job. They've revealed, in fact, he's going to be on tonight, a big show called Sean Hannity at 9 o'clock, and he's on, and I'm on, and we talk about a lot of different things, and any conflicts,
that's coming
I told Elon, any conflicts, you can't have anything to do with that. So anything to do with possibly even space, we won't let Elon partake in that. Yeah, please.
On immigration, sir, you said you would be sending the worst of the worst to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
what we're finding out is that there are a lot of low-risk migrants who don't have a criminal background who are also being sent. Are you thinking about this differently now?
No, they're going to be brought back to their countries. And with some persuasion, every one of those countries, everyone in the, as you know, every country is taking the people back. So some of them are going to be brought back to, many of them, any of them that are low risk, as you say, are going to be brought back to their countries. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Can you give us a bit of an update on where you stand with Venezuela?
Yeah,
It's oil. There's basically a monthly license that can soon extend.
Well, you know, we had Venezuela on the run, and it looked like that was going to be very good. And when Biden came in, as he always does, he screws it up. And they started buying millions and millions and millions of dollars of oil, billions of dollars actually, of oil, and it gave them a new lease, a new really lease on life. But we'll see. We had some pretty good discussions with a lot of people within our government and the United States government that are involved in that. And Venezuela's a little bit early, but, you know, we were not buying from Venezuela. When Biden came in, for whatever reason, instead of just taking the beautiful, as I call it, liquid gold, we have more than anybody.
Liquid gold,
they started
baby.
Paying a fortune
Drill,
to
baby,
Venezuela.
drill.
And we're looking at that, actually. Why did they do that? Why were they doing that? Why would they go to the enemy and give them billions and billions of dollars? Now, with that being said, as you know, Venezuela has said very strongly they will not take any illegal immigrant, any of the people that they sent over to us. They sent their gangs, probably the worst gang anywhere in the world, as bad as MS-13, maybe worse. And they came out of the jails of Venezuela. They emptied their jails into our country. And they said, we'll never take them back. Well, they took them back, and they're taking them back.
Yeah, they did.
They are taking them back rapidly. They're sending a lot of people to Venezuela. They said they wouldn't take them back, and they are taking back. But we're looking at
criminals.
Venezuela very seriously, and we're going to be able to. Don't forget, I've only been here for 3 weeks. Yeah, please.
Just a little clarity on, are you inclined to continue to allow Venezuela, through, I think, Chevron and other oil companies, to export those petroleum products, or are you
maybe not
to pull back on
Yeah, maybe not. We're looking at that now. I just got here. When I left, they weren't doing anything. They were ready to go. We give up. And then Biden came along and he gave them literally billions of dollars.
He talks so much shit on Biden.
Actually.
I love it.
And we have so much under our feet. Liquid gold. We have so much, and it was pretty amazing. So we're looking at that whole situation, why he did it. All right, how about one more? Yeah, please.
Mr. President. What can you tell us about the CIA drone flights over Mexico? Is this the next step in the war against the cartels?
Well, we're going to see.
Should they have authority to take lethal action?
Mexico's allowed a tremendous number of people to go through their country into ours, and even people coming from Mexico, and illegals, totally illegal. They've allowed people to empty jails into Mexico and then let them come through with this totally ridiculous open border policy of the Biden administration. So millions of people have come in, and hundreds of thousands, and actually millions, are criminals. They came in from jails all over the world. They'd release them into Mexico, and they come into our country. And they also came in from Canada, by the way, large numbers through Canada. In fact, when we closed up the one border, they came in through the other border. So Canada is not an uninterested party. But I will say this, we're dealing with Mexico. I have a very good relationship with Mexico, but I think Mexico is largely run by the cartels, and that's a sad thing to say.
Dude, everyone knows that.
If they
It's
wanted
so
help
true.
with that, we'd give them help. But Mexico, if you look at what's gone on with Mexico for years now, but now especially,
Just let
it's
us in
run
there.
by the cartels. And they've allowed millions of people to come into our country from jails and prisons of other countries from all over the world, not just South America, Africa, Asia, all over. A lot from the Congo in Africa, a lot. They opened their jails. They came in through Mexico, and we have
Crazy.
some of the worst criminals coming in from the Congo and other places. So it's not just South America, and it's not just Venezuela, but they opened their jails. And you know the crime rates in Venezuela and other places all over the world.
There's
has
no
gone
more
way down.
Democratic
You know
Party?
Why? Because
Not looking good for
they've
them.
given us their prisoners. They've given us their drug lords and their gang members. And it's hard to believe that we accepted this. It's hard to believe that we allowed open borders, and we're taking in, hundreds of thousands and millions of people coming in from all over the world that are absolute stone-cold criminals. In fact, 11,088 murderers, and many of those people have murdered more than one person. Why are they giving us these people, and why are we taking these people under Biden? You had a border czar that never went to the border. Happened to be a vice president, never went to the border, never called the border people. I call them all the time. I speak to them all the time. But here's the good news. We have the most secure border we've ever had right now. As secure and even more secure than I had it 4 years ago.
Even
And the
more
Border
secure.
Patrol's doing
I bet.
incredible. ICE is doing incredible. Tom Homan's unbelievable, and Kristi Noem has been just working very, very hard, very, very hard. And we have the best numbers we've ever had, and we're going to keep it that way. And we're going to find out how a thing like this could have happened to our country, because who would allow this to happen? What they've done to our country is so sad. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Love it. Mar-a-Lago. Dude, this is his house. That's cool. Look at his cool ass house. He just lives there like a goddamn pimp. All right, hold on. I think there's more going on. So there's supposed to be an Elon Musk interview at some point. All right, so that was straight from the White House, as you could see. Streamed from Mar-a-Lago straight to the White House YouTube channel. Now, I think that we have another stream ready to go. Let's see here. Oh, here's me. Here's my stream. There it is. Advancing the nomination of Cash Patel German. Oh, thank you very much. There was some super chats. Let me scroll back and read these. There was a $9. There was a $10 super chat. I can't read because it's gone, but I could scroll up enough to find this one. Is $10 super chat from Carlos. He says, "How is this?" Oh, hold on, let me turn on some tunage. How this country can't see this man for what he really is—a narcissist, a self-proclaimed genius that believes airplanes won the Civil War and disinfectant can kill COVID inside your body. Yeah, nobody's listening to that shit. They're listening to the shit that he's saying that he's gonna do, right? So, like, that's the thing. Like, you can't look past any crazy shit somebody says, and we're just looking at what he's saying that he's going to do, right? Like all the tariffs and all that type of stuff. He's doing those things. So we're just watching him do what he said he was going to do. One thing people really like is him. He campaigned on this, is actually like auditing the government, seeing where all our spending is going. He said he was going to do that, and he did.
Wouldn't the
people are seeing that? So, like, I think where you're wrong, Carlos, is you're understanding your opponent incorrectly, and it's making you be less competitive. If you keep understanding us incorrectly and looking at this incorrectly and not really truly seeing what matters to your everyday Walmart American, as Asmongold likes to say, right? Then you're just gonna miss the mark. You're always gonna be wrong, and you're gonna not be competitive. That's what's gonna happen. So thanks for the $10 super chat. I'm not ignoring your messages. Daddy Trump was talking, so I had to read it. All right, what else we got? We got a $5 super chat from Carlos. He says he should send himself to Guantanamo Bay because he's a convicted felon. Yeah, no, he's the president of the United States, actually. He got voted, like everyone voted for this guy. I mean, the majority, like it wasn't even like he won by just points. Majority voted for this guy. So just saying. I mean, people want Trump, and you got to understand that you share this world with a bunch of people who have different worldviews than you. And it's not your worldviews aren't the only ones that matter, and they're not the only ones that are right either. That's the thing. So I think that like what a lot of people are struggling with on the left right now is they can't comprehend that so many people would choose to see the world differently than them. And and I think that's where there's a lot of weakness on the left right now. And if they could just try and see things from another perspective and realize that their own worldview and perspective is not the only way of seeing the world. It's not the only right answers too. Right is subjective, depends on who you're talking to. And that's why, so, guys like that, they're going to have a really hard time getting through to anybody. And they're going to be perpetually upset and angry and think everyone else is stupid and that they're the smartest person in the world forever, and be sad and angry the rest of their lives and never really try and see like the other side's perspective. I look at the left's perspective all the time, dude. I make myself feel what they're feeling so I can understand them, and it makes me less angry with the opposing side to me because I just understand where they're coming from. And I think the left has such a hard time with that right now. Such a hard time. And I think you guys will be more competitive. You guys can work on that. You guys are playing defense right now. You guys are the guys that need to make changes so you can be competitive again. If you guys keep doubling down on being absolutely absurd on all these issues and just like fighting for the dumbest things, you're just gonna bleed all of your support away to the right. And it's gonna be all the religious people that are moving the world forward and progressing it. Right? That's what's gonna happen. Like the left is like, that's the last thing they want. But that's the way you guys are gonna make it. If you make the religious people make more sense than you, then everyone's gonna side with them. Look, they just did it. They just did it. They literally, like, everyone just voted. Like, what was it? A few months ago we had the election, like 3-4 months ago. And yeah, everyone fucking voted and picked what they wanted to, what they wanted. The world is changing, man. World is changing for the better too. Let's see. I swear there was something else. It was like Hannity or something. Yeah, I think that we're just going to have to get right into the next portion of the show. Let's go and do that. I have a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and do this. Just pause this music over here. All right. So what are we calling this show? The last time I asked, and I've gotten some ideas submitted. One idea was submitted by yours truly, not me, the Jimmy, the guy editing this video. He said, because I say, in other news, all the time when I'm doing these videos, that's what we should call this, like, podcast or live stream or whatever we're doing. So without further ado, welcome to In Other News with me, Stan Price. So there we go. That's the first one of those. Welcome. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Let me look at this. Let's see here. This is not in order. I need to reorder. Hold on. I got to reorder things. Here's our docket. Here's what we're talking about today. First thing. We'll just go down the list like this. Here we go. All right. Let me take a second here. Jimmy, edit this part out. Jimmy, all right. Make me look good. Make sure you edit this part out. Okay, bro? Thanks. All right. And then we got we're going to talk about the planes. And Kevin O'Leary has something to say. SNL. and ice minivan. Here we go. All right, cool. We got everything in order now, it looks like.
Chris Valenti.
Who the fuck is this guy? Oh.
Commit a felony?
Are you thinking about Kanye West?
What the fuck happened? This shit's not in order. What? Oh my god, it's all fucked up. It's not moving to the right places. All right, we're just going to go one at a time. Fuck it. Here we go. Start with this one. There we go. Let's see here. $2 super chat from Matthew. Thank you very much. $5 super chat from GL. Thank you very much. CNN says we have some breaking news for you. The acting head of Social Security Administration has resigned. Their departure comes from she refused to provide Doge staffers access to sensitive information. Let's see. All right, we have the CNN version of this, I think. Is this CNN?
All right, we have some.
Why is this on my left ear?
Acting head of the Social Security
Whatever.
Administration has resigned. Michelle King's departure comes after she refused to provide Doge staffers access to sensitive information. Your information. King had been with the department for 30 years. It's the latest act of resistance meant to slow cost-cutting moves by President Trump and Elon Musk. Doge had to go to court to gain access to Treasury payment systems, and it is fighting to enter a sensitive database in the IRS. All right, we have.
So okay. This is what Trump was saying earlier when we're watching him live streaming. By the way, Trump's the best live streamer. Some would say the very best live streamer. And he was talking about how she resigned, but really, you fire somebody. So they said, give us access or you're fired. And then she resigned. Okay, so whatever. She's fucking fired because she's not fucking listening. She's not being cooperative with the job. She's resisting the job. Like, then you're fired. If you're not going to be cooperative, you get fired and we get somebody who is. So now she's going to be replaced by somebody that is cooperative. She could have kept that job. She could have kept the job and just been cooperative with what they were asking for. She is not the judge, jury, and executioner. She is hired for a job and there are superiors that are requiring access to systems so they could see if they're fucking scamming us. She could keep the job and let them go see if there's anything fucking wrong. Nothing was accomplished. She sacrificed her own fucking job. So now we're going to get somebody that's easier to work with to take the position. They're just going to replace that position with somebody that's more cooperative. Because if the next person's not cooperative, guess what's going to happen? So she accomplished nothing and she owned herself. Why would you own yourself, dude? Just be cooperative. Stupid. These people are so deranged. They're so it is ridiculous. I can't believe people that are actually arguing against us seeing if there's scams going on, if there's corruption, if people are stealing the money. We need to, it's a simple equation. We need to spend less money than we are making as a country. That's what we need to do. It's very simple. It's not very complicated. It's basic finance. It applies to, yes, even a country. Yeah, it applies even to a country. We need to spend less, and we have to be able to go look at the books. I mean, let us look at the books, bro. We can see it. For the left, it's them versus us. Yeah, it's not about doing the right thing. It's about not letting the opposing side have a W. That's what it's about. It's not going to stop anything from happening. We're going to track this shit down. Okay, what is this one? Okay, this guy. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure about these types of videos.
Valenti commit a felony?
Are you thinking about Kanye West?
Yeah, I don't get this guy's fucking face off of here. Where is this? Hold on a second. Who the fuck is this guy? I want to. Okay, here is. Okay, here's the one that I want to talk about. Here we go. Bam! I actually found a better one. This is the one I thought that we were going to talk about. That was something else. This is it. This guy right here. Okay, this is how insane they are getting. Okay, check this out. Check this out. This guy is literally calling for the assassination of Elon Musk. Like, this is illegal. This is illegal. Listen,
all the Elon Trump stuff, it's getting to a point, man. It's getting like somebody is gonna have to, preferably someone who's already doing it, you know, so one of y'all. But somebody's gonna have to just throw their life away on this one, you know. Just kind of take one for the team, you know. Just somebody has got to just, you know, kind of get in there and go make history. You know who you are. You know who you are. So just buck up and do your duty, you know?
yeah. So this dude's, what's his name? The other, whatever the fuck, I don't know. The other Darius. Yeah, I don't know. That's fucking illegal, dude. Like that's straight. See, that I'm about freedom of speech, but you can't like ask for somebody to be hurt. And this is a perfect example of like saying it without saying it, but we still know what he's saying, right? So this is illegal. You can't call for assassinations. That's illegal, right? You can't like go in the airport and yell bomb. Okay, that's like there's certain things that are illegal because they cause danger. This one right here is a call for violence. It's illegal and it shouldn't be allowed. And this guy's so fucking mad that he just like, people feel this way. There's lefties that genuinely feel this way. If they heard that Elon Musk got assassinated, they would celebrate it. Just like they celebrated the Luigi guy, right? Like they would actually fucking celebrate it. That's how they truly feel. They're not actually on the side of like good, right? That's not on the side of good. You celebrate someone getting assassinated because you don't like them. That's crazy. The other one is illegal too. Okay, I'll check it out. Let's see what it is.
What do you think about Kanye West?
I just don't like this guy's fucking face.
Same thing with Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk. Is that clear? Is that clear enough for you?
Yeah, clear enough for me. Clear enough for the FBI.
I don't want to listen to it. I just want to watch the video, to be honest.
Chris Valenti commit a felony.
What do you think about Kanye West? I hope someone shoots him in the brain.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like, I think this one is a little bit more, like, I think this one's more consumable. This guy's just covering it all up. It is so, like, bro, look at this video. He's covering it here. Then there's a watermark covering it here. And then there's a chat because it's a screen recording and an actual download of it. And then it's from a website. Like, there's so much fucking, yeah. So it's like an embed of a tweet. Like, what the fuck is this recording? It's crazy. It's just driving me nuts. I see this. I'm like, bro, we can't, like, this is so much easier to display to people because it's not someone's big fat fucking head in the way of it. That's his deal. Sure. Yeah. But I don't want to, if he's going to do that, I'm not going to show his shit on my fucking shit. Because the big fat fucking head is in the way. Get out of the way, bro. I'm trying to watch the video. Get your fucking head out of the way. The fuck? And then there's all this bullshit on here too. All right, listen. In other news, all right, let's break the mood a little bit. Okay, check this out. Look at this. 2 pro fighters against 10 of these little minions. Okay? Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win? All right, I've been waiting to show you guys this. This is hilarious. Russia is so wild. They are doing all kinds of crazy shit. Oh my god. Oh, he just kicked that guy in the... Oh, they got him good. Well, that guy's done. Yeah, these little guys are going to drop one of the big guys. Go get him eventually. There's too many of them. Oh, they almost went after each other. Yep, see? There we go. Oh, but still, these guys are big. They'll just take all these little baby hits that are coming in. Look, he's running. He's on the run. Oh, they won. That's crazy. Bro, I want to watch the whole thing. Yeah, this is like, dude, I want to watch this stuff. They do some crazy shit in Russia. And why does this say Las Vegas? It says Las Vegas.ro. Is this some Russian Vegas? What is this Las Vegas.ro? .ro.Russia? Is that Vegas.Russia? Are they got a Russian Vegas? Right? In Mother Russia, money gamble you. Oh man. I would love, there's so many other Russian crazy things that they do. I want to find more of these fights and show them off because this is absolutely wild. Let's watch that again. Check this out. See, so watch, the first guy gets kicked in the face. Bam, you see that? He got kicked right in the... I can't tell the difference. Sounds Russian to me. Babushka. Power slap is pretty fun to watch, but this stuff's even more fun. Look at this guy run. Yep, and they beat those motherfuckers. They actually came out on top. That's crazy. Love it. All right, now away from the memes, back to serious mode. Here we go. Back to serious mode.
Drop it.
So you guys know about that plane. Here we go. Here's a really good shot of that plane. Yep. I don't know why these planes keep falling out of the sky, but this one flipped over and somehow everyone survived. But what is with the volume of planes going down right now? DEI pilot? I don't know, dude. Oh my God. So this pilot didn't pull up on the plane and it hit the ground too hard. You're supposed to pull up before you hit the ground to slow yourself down. And it hit so hard that it collapsed the landing gear. And then since the landing gear collapsed, it just rolled over, busted the wing off. And everyone ended up being okay.
Oh, you're seeing this airplane just crash into...
This guy's being super calm about it. I would be like, holy shit. It was Delta, that's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so like from this perspective, it looks like nobody would survive that.
Oh no, no. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
oh, no,
that's
no,
crazy.
No, no.
Can't believe that like they survived. Let's see if we can get another angle of it right here. Oh, not this one. That's the inside. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's on fire. They got everyone out. And they're putting this thing out so it doesn't like explode. Oh yeah, there's people still jumping out right now. Yeah, they're getting out and running away. Or those firefighters? That's a firefighter. Okay, they're just working. Looks like everyone's already out. Oh shit, they're running away. What the fuck are they running away for? They're like, oh fuck. They had to hustle away. Oh, maybe they're just getting away from all the spraying. There's a lot of water they pumping into that thing. And then here's a shot from inside. Check this out. This is so bizarre, bro. This is POV getting out of a plane that flipped over. Okay? And also, I think they're like, put your phone away or something like that.
Everything, drop it. Come on. Don't take your phone away.
Put the phone away. That's wild. Shut the fuck up.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Unreal. Imagine.
Holy fuck.
Imagine.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, you're alive, bro. Enjoy that life. You're alive.
Yo, I was just on this fucking plane.
Yeah, you're alive, bro. I'm so happy that you're alive, too.
Oh my God.
You're alive. Just imagine. That's crazy.
Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's wild.
Drop it.
Hey, look at the chaos.
Come on.
Ow, ow, ow. Get out, 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 out.
Don't take your phone away.
Some Karens. I want. Yeah, put your phone away is wild. Shut the fuck up.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Bro, let this guy record what he just survived. Shut your goddamn mouth, lady. That's all I'm saying. Ugh. Yeah, dude, somebody didn't put their tray up when they were landing. That's what happened. I'm glad everyone's okay. Yeah, don't take videos. Shut up. That's crazy. This lady. Go. I mean, I'm glad she's working, getting people out, but shut up about the phone. Okay? Come on, just let people out. Dude, look at, she grabbed her ass. That's a full ass grab. Get out. You don't know what you're talking about. They're trying to get everyone out as safe as possible. They don't care about him recording stuff to post it online. Shut the fuck up. He can record all he wants. Free country, bitch. That's right. And guess what he did? He recorded it. And guess what we're doing? We're watching it. Huh? How about that? How about that? Look at this. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again.
Everything, drop it.
Oh,
come on.
We're watching it again. Oh, I saw that ass grab. Pick your phone away. Dude, the dude is out of the plane. Shut the fuck up.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, grab some more asses. More ass grabbing, less telling people what to do with their phones.
Oh my.
The plane already crashed, bro. The phones aren't going to do anything more. It already crashed. Look, it's flipped over. Grabbing cheeks for safety purposes. Yeah, let's go back to the cheek grab. There it is. Look at that. That's a good... Maybe that might be some thumbnail material right there. All right. Look at that. There we go. More asses. More ass grabbing. Glad everyone's okay. Why are all these planes falling out of the sky, though? That's like, I mean, I'm about to fly to Europe in 2 weeks, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, I don't want to fall out of the goddamn sky. If I do crash, I hope I crash literally exactly where the Titanic sank. That way we could, you know, that's a good grave. I'll take that grave. I'll take that grave. In other news... What is this? Kevin O'Leary. Oh, Kevin O'Leary says that Doge is not firing enough people. They should fire even more. Yeah, and I agree with him. All right, I agree with him. I have experience with the government and the way they do things. All right, when it comes to working for the government, I know how they do things. It's so inefficient. All right, their logic is literally, oh shit, if we don't spend the budget, we're going to lose it. That is such a problem. That causes so many issues in the long run. It truly does. And that's how these people think. Get them out. Let's see what Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, has to say.
I think the issue is they're not whacking enough. There's this concept in private equity when you get a bankrupt company and you go in there, you cut 20% more than your initial read. And then you find like a pool of mercury, the organization gels back together again. Always cut deeper, harder when there's fat and waste. The FAA, it's not the people. The code is cobalt. It's from the 60s. It needs CapEx put into it for the technology to be upgraded to make it safer. Fat like a chicken. All of these agencies are like big fat chickens dripping over barbecues of fat. This is the best barbecue I've ever seen, but I don't think it's happening fast enough. They're not cutting enough. Keep slashing, keep hacking while you have a 24-month mandate before the midterms. Cut, more cutting. Believe me, it's going to work out just great. Everybody should be happy about this.
Even people with the nuclear codes, cut them too?
Cut everything. Because if you don't see what they're doing and they can't show you that they're adding value, you whack.
But it's
exactly. Oh, so like, what are they going to... Is she suggesting... Hold on a second. Did she... Wait, what? Does she just suggest that it's okay for someone to hold their job hostage over nuclear codes? You can't fire me. I have nuclear codes. What the fuck? What the fuck question was that? Wait, hold on a second. She said that with a straight face. Look at her stupid ass face. Oh my God.
24-month mandate before the midterms. Cut. More cutting. Believe me, it's going to work out just great. Everybody should be happy about this.
Even people with the nuclear codes, cut them too?
Oh my God. She said that like she... Dude, these people are so fucking stupid. Why? What? You're suggesting that someone can say you can't fire me, I have nuke codes. What? Change the fucking codes. Yeah, that's what you do. You fucking take someone's keys, like you fire someone, they have keys to shit. Change the locks. This basic ass shit. What is she talking about? What the hell? Wait, what? Dude, of course that's CNN. I can't believe they let him on here. It's funny. He's making them look so stupid. She just sits there. You're so, I don't know who this is, but you are a stupid, stupid, stupid lady. What the fuck question was that? Go back to his face. That one right there. Incredible. Like just straight up. We're almost done with our segment here. We have so there was a scene from The Office where this guy says it was a pretty spot on summary of what's going on with Doge. I haven't seen this whole thing, so let's check it out together and see what we got. The derangement is all too present. I agree, dude. I think that's such a funny way of putting all this. I think that was great. That was absolutely fantastic. Oh my God. That is so funny. I'm saving that one for later.
Going to make so.
All right, and we have one last thing here. This was pretty crazy. So they're lighting the... Okay. Oh, never mind. All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second. We got community notes for the win. This is why I love community notes, bro. Helps us know the truth. So okay, never mind. We'll just nothing burger. Yeah, let's end this. Actually, since it's the last one, it's poetic because this is how we ended the last show too. We ended on something where we got kind of tricked on something, and then we, after looking into it further, there's more information. And here we have a minivan that was being used for deportation efforts by ICE and has been set on fire in Philadelphia. This is literal terrorism, and Democrats are inciting this. Lock them up. And then both the driver and ICE say the fire was due to a mechanical issue. Okay, listen. We need to make sure that we don't let this type of shit trick us. All right, look at this guy. He doesn't actually give a fuck, dude. I think that he only cares about getting as much engagement on it as possible. I don't know this guy, but look at what he said. I think this is the same guy as last time. This is the same fucking guy as last time. This is crazy. This guy's fucking like saying shit that's not true. Okay? As much as I want to fucking dunk on the Democrats, we got to be fucking honest, okay? This is some lefty ass shit that this guy's doing. He's pulling lefty shit here. We need to not do this. I don't care how much they did it. We don't do it too. All right? Don't just make up shit. The truth is the most powerful thing that we can use. This is made up shit. The car just caught fire, and then what he wrote what he wants it to be, so he can win a made up argument. Okay? So we have as righties, we need to make sure that we don't fall for stupid ass shit like this and just question things. It's okay. Trump is going to say something that is not true. Okay? And then we can just feel like, oh, there he goes. He's fibbing again. You're never going to get a president that's not going to lie. It's always going to happen. I prefer Trump to be our liar. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. But just make sure that you don't believe things that aren't true. And there's these guys that are making a ton of money saying things that aren't true. Is it their American right to do that? Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Freedom of speech, baby. They have the freedom to do this all they fucking want. All right, and I have the freedom to point out, hey, community notes just fucking owned you, you stupid ass bastard. You're trying to make everyone angry, and you're making money from it. Okay, and that's what we need to do. We need to not like get fucking scared and angry at everything. And sometimes there's just a really simple answer. Both the driver and I say the fire is due to mechanical issues. No foul play. But that's not. This guy wants it to be foul play. So I think it's a great place to end this show, because that is one of the things that I want to do when it comes to talking about these things, is just try and get to the bottom of it. I'm really glad that there's a community notes here, because I would have I don't know, I would have read this and be like, what the fuck is this? And did they do that? Is there proof? Do you have proof of that? Like Charlie Kirk here, a minivan operated by ICE has reportedly been set ablaze. So everyone wants this to be the reality. There's this guy. I don't know who he is. Look at all these people. They're all saying the same thing. Libs of TikTok is saying it. ICE minivan was reportedly set on fire in Philadelphia. So this is language right here. This is not This is specific language that is being used to avoid responsibility. Okay, that's what that is. This is true. This is a true thing that all media people do. I even do it myself to avoid responsibility. So I think a lot of these people that are sharing this stuff know that it may not actually be the case. So they're just saying that it's possible that it's a case. It's reportedly the case. Instead of saying this is the case, they're purposely not saying it that way. Oh, well, some of them are. Like this guy will fucking say it, right? This guy doesn't have any of those disciplines whatsoever. Lock them up. Like he will say that they did it. Lock the Democrats up. Libs of TikTok has learned hard lessons probably to use specific language to avoid responsibility, but still sharing it and getting a ton of views and making money from it. I'm just saying, okay? A lot of these people are guilty of it. Sometimes they're saying things that are true. Sometimes they're sensationalizing the shit out of everything we're looking at, okay? And I genuinely want to make it clear we have to watch out for that stuff because our own side will do it to us. They will. They don't care. They get paid. They're making tens of thousands. Like, imagine making tens of thousands of dollars a month just posting shit on the internet, and that's what they're making. I know that's what they're making because that's what I'm making. I know what they're making. They don't want that to stop. That is life-changing money. They don't want that to stop. So the more this guy does it, the more he gets to continue living a really nice life. But it's at the cost of making everyone fucking scared and angry at shit that's not real. So just, again, watch out for that. Okay, I'm closing the video out. Thank you for watching. And other news, I think I'm going to raid my gaming channel. So I'm going to go live on Stanimus Gaming here in a moment. So let me turn on some tunage. Show over. Let me do a stream marker. I'm going to read some chat. I'm still here. I'm still hanging out. I'm not going anywhere. But that part of the show is over. I'm going to play this new game that came out called Avowed, which has DEI shit in it. So I figured we would try the game and see how DEI it seems. If it seems DEI, then fuck it. If it's fucking cool, then awesome. I don't know. Let's see for ourselves, right? Stan is a Trump and Musk shill. Dude, definitely a Musk shill. Yeah, definitely for Elon Musk. Trump, you know what? He's look. Trump is up right now. He's doing good. I'm actually liking Trump. But no, definitely 100% Elon Musk. Yeah, I'm an Elon Musk stan. Yeah, that guy is doing more for this world than you ever will. You'll never do anything. You'll never make an impact. The only thing you'll ever do is jerk off to hating Elon Musk. So whatever, bro. Fucking have at it. Free country, right? All right. Let me set up my gaming channel. We're gonna raid myself, so you guys can continue watching if you'd like. Just setting that up now. Papa Samus, they post their stories on X because they know if it changes, X will step up and correct them if they got misinformation. That's not true. They're doing it because they're getting money. The more you enrage people, the more engagement you get. I know what I'm doing because I'm a content creator, bro. This is what I do for a living. I could see exactly what this fucking guy is doing. They're not posting and be like, oh, if it's wrong. Bro, this guy said, look at the language. A minivan being used for deportation efforts by ICE has been set on fire in Philadelphia. This is literal terrorism. Democrats are inciting this. Block them up. Bro, this guy's not waiting to be fucking community noted, bro. Okay? This guy is getting clicks. He got 700,000 fucking engagements. Look at that. Or impressions. 710,000 impressions. Okay? People are engaging this post. He got paid for it. Don't fucking defend this guy. This guy's like, look at it. Let's be true and fucking honest, man. Don't overlook the reality when our own side is doing retarded shit. We call it out. Call out our own side being retarded. This guy's being retarded. Straight up. All right. Is Avowed even good? That's what I'm gonna do. All right, here we go. Avowed. Hi from Australia. What's up, man? Nick went to the disaster zones to advocate. Yeah, I'm not saying this guy's pure evil. He probably does good things too, but this is a bad thing that he does, and he knows exactly what he's doing it, and he's doing it on fucking purpose. And I'm calling that out for what it is. I'll call it out. I don't care which side anyone's on. When they're doing this shit and sensationalizing the reality and trying to get everyone angry and scared, and they're getting paid for it, fuck those guys. I don't care what good thing this guy did. He's fucking doing this shit, and I don't like it. I'm gonna call it the fuck out every single time I see it. You see these motherfuckers saying shit that's not true. Like, it's not true. It was a mechanical issue. Even fucking ICE said it, dude. Like, ICE is not going to be like, if ICE got torched by somebody, they're not going to hide that. They're going to say, I don't think it was a purposeful lie. Dude, yes, it is. This is 100% on purpose. This is on purpose. This is on purpose, bro. This guy doesn't give a fuck if it's true or not. He's just going to say that it's true. This is on purpose. This is the second time I've seen this guy doing this shit. This guy does this. Let's look at his account. Direct quotes are okay. Yeah, this guy is writing the us versus them shit hard. Everything is us versus them. Yeah, it's not helpful. Oh, let's see. Let me guess. It's interesting how Delta hasn't released even a sliver of information on the pilots in yesterday's crash. Bro, they're not going to do it right away. Yeah, see, he's like, this is conspiracy shit. We don't know anything yet. The true thing to say is we don't fucking know what's going on yet because they haven't said anything. We have to wait. But no, it needs to be a fucking conspiracy. You don't have any data to suggest that. You're just saying it because that's more exciting and it gets more engagement. Yeah, this guy is not good. He's not good. This guy's just causing people to be angry and he gets paid for it. Is there a window open? Is there a window open? Fucking. All right. Back to our stream here. Let's see here. Avowed. Is Avowed even good? Okay, let's host ourselves. We go live on the gaming channel. Let's see if that'll work this time. There it is. That guy sounds like he's throwing a lot of speculation. Yeah, he's a sensationalist. He's sensationalizing. The more emotional you get those people that are your audience on here, the more they engage your content and the more money you make. It's obviously what he's doing. This guy does this. Like, does he believe in his cause? And is he like fucking, like standing on business with like his beliefs or whatever? Probably a mixture of that and being a motherfucking sensationalist. And these people, I'll always call it out, whether it's a lefty or a righty doing it. They're annoying and they're problematic. That's facts. What's up? All right, we're live on gaming. All right, now we need to 4 degrees out. Yeah, it's cold as fuck. All right, I'm pulling up my live stream real quick. Oh wait, I think I can host really easy because I know what the all right, so I'm gonna be sending a lot of you guys over from Stan Price YouTube over to the my gaming channel where I'm going to play some Avowed. Let's see. Is Avowed even good? There we go. All right, there we go. I'm officially ending the Stan Price stream. It should redirect you guys over to my gaming stream. So let me stop the Stan Price streams. Thank you guys for hanging out with the politics talk. I'll see you again next